support of this movement that is so right on time and so wonderful. And you see, I come from Venezuela, and I feel privileged because I come here to be a student with a scholarship, and I graduated school here many years ago now. And well, here I met my wife, and she's a teacher. She teaches at NYU, and I'm a psychologist. I work in the Bronx and in a psychiatric institute. And for many years now, I've worked in the healthcare industry, and I know how it treats people, or how it doesn't treat people well, how it doesn't serve them well. You know, there are not enough institutions here for people with mental illness. There are not enough places where they can get help. If you are one of the 1%, and you have the means, you have the money, and you can institution, then you do that. But if you are the 99%, then, well, you are underserved. Now, you see, my son, he moved into Wall Street when all of this began. And, well, he's a rebel. He found a niche here, a place where his voice can be heard, where he can belong, and so that's where he is. Well, you see me, I feel so fucking sorry. I'm a psychologist. I know I shouldn't be here, but I'm so fucking proud of him. Yes. He renewed my sense of choices about life, and I say, wow, do I really have to be a part of this system? You know, the system is very controlling, and here, you know, we're all surrounded by cops, and they're controlling. And in the hospital, surrounded by nurses and security guards, controlling. And I hope this continues, and I think it will continue, because, you see, this, economic situation here in this country, I think it's going to get worse. I believe it's getting worse. And I also believe it's a global thing. You know, people don't know. They just don't realize how they're being exploited. I don't belong to any union or my boss. He's actually a right-wing guy, and I know I have to be careful with the things that I say around him, because he'll just say that all these people here are just fanatics that are here today. But that sense of fear about what to say. This is what my son gave to me. That sense of losing the fear. And I think that's great, you see. And my son, he has no fear. And that's good. That's great. So, I think the change in my life to stop being a part of this system and to come down here and in support and help in any which way I can, because I think this movement is a lot of good people thinking. People thinking with good and different and unusual ideas and a much more smarter group and more resourceful. And I think they could take us to a good place. I think they will. I believe they will take us to a good place. What do you think?
Yes!